Hey team, it's just T, aka Mr. Science and Muscle. I am back with another T Talks. It's been a while, thought I'd check in, make sure you guys are all okay. If this is your first time seeing any of my content, remember to like, comment, share, subscribe. If you're enjoying the content, as always, I'm trying to put as much as I can, as often as I can, as well as do a full-time job, as well as running two other businesses and everything else in between. Today's video, we're going to look at the dreaded calories. So everyone out there who tries to lose weight will start off by doing one thing, and that one thing is counting calories. So it's looking at what calories are and why we count them and why that is important. So it's classed as the amount of heat needed to raise 1 gram of water by 1 degree. That is a calorie. In its simple basic form, that is a calorie. Yes, we eat tons, we eat loads, but it's just the amount of energy needed to heat 1 gram of water by 1 degree. Calories in their simple form provide us with the energy that we need to do the daily processes we do. So sleeping, breathing, walking, anything along those lines, it's just the daily process that we do that we need energy for, and that's where calories come in. You can compare eating 30 lettuce leaves to eating 1 chocolate bar, 150 calories in both, but you're going to get nutritional information and nutritional differences between those two things, and we all know that lettuce leaves, as boring as they are going to be a little bit better than that chocolate bar that tastes really good. So people are scared of the word calorie because as soon as you start saying I'm counting calories, it immediately makes people think that you are on a diet, but far from the truth. At the end of the day, the more we exercise, the more calories we burn, and this comes through things like running, weightlifting, walking, are all different forms of burning calories. If you run for 5 miles, you burn 1,000 calories. If you walk for 5 miles, you're probably going to burn about half of that. So straight away you begin to see which sort of exercises will burn the most calories and which one's going to be the most important for you as wannabe weight losers or just want to be healthy about yourself. Okay, many people out there begin to realise that some calories are empty. So some calories out there are what we term as empty, as in they're useless. So we all, as adults, like to go out, and some people like to drink, all right? Drinking is empty calories. Eating fast food, again, is empty calories. Reason being, they have no nutritional benefits, and no nutritional benefits to us versus healthier food, versus what we class as healthier food. So your vegetables, your fruits, your beans, your legumes, lean meats are all classed as fulfilling nutritionally dense calories versus empty calories like alcohol, chocolate, sweets, and so on. So now we've established that calories provide us with this amazing, essential energy that we need. Let's start looking at how people will begin to gain weight. And this comes from a number of ways, but most importantly is when we consume too much food. Now, people have this notion that fat makes you fat. Each gram of fat contains 9 calories, all right? Each gram of carbs contains 4-ish. Each gram of protein, again, contains 4-ish, which means you can fill up on more grams of protein and carbohydrates than you can of fat. So if I've got 100 grams of fat here, that's going to give me 900 calories. If I've got 100 grams of carbs or protein here, that's going to give me 400 calories. So it's not the actual fat that's making us fat, but it's the high volume of fat, the high amount of calories of fatty food that you are eating. Because I could eat 3,000 calories worth of carbs and put weight on. I could eat 3,000 calories of fat and put weight on. So it's not the amount or the actual macronutrient that's making us overweight, but it's the large volume of calories that we are consuming that's changing our bodies. Because at the end of the day, if those calories are not burned, they have to be stored somewhere. And that, unfortunately, tends to be on our bodies where we then start to put on weight and be overweight. Now, the daily recommended calorie intake for men and women is distinctly different. And it's distinctly different because men tend to have more muscle than women, women tend to have more fat than men. Training needs, daily processes, how much calories you burn in your sleep, all these factors contribute to us and how much food we actually need. But it's on average in between about 1,600 and 3,000 calories a day. Old statistics used to say that women have 2,000 calories, men have 2,200 to 2,500 calories, but now everyone's lifestyle is so much different that this isn't factually correct anymore. So loads of changes are happening. The key thing to mention here is when you go to a restaurant and you're with your partner or you're with other significant people, you'll notice that there isn't a male and female menu. There's just a menu. And on that menu, you'll get a portion size that's exactly the same as the person opposite you. So let's say, for example, I went to a restaurant and ordered steak and chips. My partner went to a restaurant and ordered steak and chips. I know, I'm saying that specifically because my partner loves steak and chips. I know my partner will eat that whole steak that's in front of me, as well as me eating mine. But the key thing is, as my partner is female, she should be consuming less than what I do. And when we look at restaurant food, we tend to consume what is in front of us, not really knowing the calories that are in that food. And I think this is where we start to trip people up. Yes, we can all start counting calories, but when you're going out, how do you count the amount of calories in a 250 gram or 300 gram steak? Unless you're weighing that steak and you know it by the ounce, the only way you can literally count the calories that are in that steak. Do you know how many calories are in each chip? Again, some chips are big, some chips are small, some chips are skinny, some chips are fat. Like, there is no way of telling how many calories are in that. So how are you then going to burn off the calories that you need to lose weight, if that makes sense? So are all calories the same? Some people, experts out there, would say that they're equal, but having said that earlier, we know that fat, 1 gram of fat is 9 calories. We know that 1 gram of carbs and 1 gram of protein is about 4 calories. So are all calories the same? Maybe not. Some hold better nutritional value than others. We know that protein is good for growth and repair. We know that fat is used for warmth and energy. So you think back in caveman days, when they couldn't have access to food like we do now, the fat that they ate from red meat, raw meat, whatever, gave them the energy they needed to carry on and kept them warm during cold winters. We know that carbohydrates are used for things like energy as well, but different carbohydrates will give us different sort of forms of energy. You go to a load of sweets, you're going to get instant energy. You have porridge oats or vegetables, you're going to get slow release energy. And this is where calories are uniquely different. And the more and more we begin to understand it, I think the better our bodies and our knowledge of calories are going to be. Okay, just to kind of finish off, the most important thing to remember is if you're going to start counting calories, use an app. Use an app on MyFitnessPal. No, I'm not sponsored by MyFitnessPal. I'm just putting it out there because it's one of the easiest ones to use. You can use the barcode scanner and you scan the food that you're eating, put in the grams you're eating, percentages you're eating, and it sorts it all out for you. So you begin to track and see where you're going wrong. Remember not to crash diets. Now I say this because some people will go from eating 2,200 calories and just go, boom, I'm going to eat 1,000 calories. Now 1,000 calories is reasonably easy to do if you eat things like broccoli and spinach and just overfill on the greens that you need, but then your body's not going to get all the nutrients it needs as well. So don't crash diet. If you can, speak to a nutritionist. If you can't, just dial back on some of the foods that you are eating that you would deem as bad for you. There are no bad foods, by the way, people. You just need to eat in moderation. So for example, if you're eating a high sugar cereal, change it for oats. If you're eating lots of white bread, pasta, white rice, change it for wholemeal variations. There's so many different things that I could talk about in order to help you to understand calories a little bit better. But some calories are just better than others. There's loads of diets out there that we can talk about. I'm going to do videos on all of them as we scroll through this year to make sure that you guys up here are thinking a little bit better about your bodies. Until next time, ladies and gents, I have been T, aka Mr. Science and Muscle, hitting you with more knowledge. Make sure you stay tuned for the videos as well. See you all soon.
Rage on that beat, going crazy.